a more iconic duo than a twink.
And a redhead.
A twink.
And a redhead.
A twink.
And a redhead.
A twink.
Redhead.
Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. You were bigger than the whole sky. You were more than just a short time. And I got a lot to learn. I got a lot to write about. But I'm never gonna be what could have been, would have been, what should have been you. Welcome to the last episode ever
And a redhead. Podcast.
of A Twink and a Redhead, the podcast.
Oh,
Quite possibly ever.
it was a
Who
good
could
run.
say? It was fun while it lasted, you guys. But here we are.
You were more than
nevertheless.
just a short time.
You are more than just a goodbye. And here we are.
You guys, I have to be honest.
Yeah.
We're starting this episode on the heels of an attack. I was attacked this morning on the subway.
Yeah. I need to know what happened.
I told Grant I wasn't going to tell him this story until we sat down.
She came in pretty rattled.
But still, my heart's literally still pounding. Okay. Should I just dive right in?
Yeah.
Well, this is also fitting because the theme of today's episode is Am I the Asshole? And I think that that's a question that could be asked here.
Okay, interesting.
So last night, I slept over my sister's apartment in Hoboken, New Jersey. So,
Home birthplace of
yes, Buddy Valastro,
Cake
from
Boss.
TLC's Cake Boss. So I get on the path from New Jersey to New York. And the path is...
I hate the path.
But I would say, as a whole, you're going to find less incidents on the path than the subways.
It's more secure.
More secure. Just some New Jerseyans trying to get to the Big Apple. And I was only riding the path for 3 stops. So
This happened on the path?
yes. So I get on the path, and the doors are about to close, and this man comes on with his bike. Okay, sure, this guy seemed so sweet. I'm going to make room for this guy and his vehicle. So then a woman runs on as well. The door's closed. I have my noise-canceling headphones in. Okay, I know.
Not.
I know.
Shouldn't be doing that.
I know. And I'm minding my own business, doing what I always do when I have no service, going through my camera roll and looking at photos of myself.
Okay.
Listening to, my book on tape. More on that later. And all of a sudden I noticed there's kind of a bit of a commotion.
Yeah.
The nice man with his bike next to me is trying to calm a situation down. So I look up, and this woman who was, I'm not saying that someone who's not well dressed would have class, but this woman was well dressed and acting crazy. She was screaming at this guy with the bike. And she was wearing, we had the same, similar shoes on, Not that means anything, but you wouldn't think she's crazy.
Right.
And she had a gorgeous green jacket on, and she's screaming at this man. Your wheel is touching my leg, screaming at him, as if he just committed a serious crime against her. And so this woman starts causing an absolute ruckus. And then the guy to my right next to the guy with the bike says, "Ma'am, there's a seat right there. Why don't you just take a seat so you're not near the bike?" And she goes, "That's not the fucking point. I don't want this wheel touching my leg. Is that too much to ask for? That I don't want a fucking bike on me. I'm going 2 stops." Seriously screaming. And so
Bitch.
So I do have a serious problem where when I'm looking at something,
You
have a
dirty
dirty
face.
look.
You had a dirty face.
I had a dirty look
You're
on
probably-
my face because I was like, Jesus Christ, it's just a bike
Right.
for your fucking American Eagle jeans. It's not that deep.
Ooh.
So she starts screaming, and then I'm looking at her, and she goes, "What the fuck are you looking at me for? Mind your fucking business, you skank, you
Ooh.
dumb skank."
Ooh.
To me. And I'm just like, so I turn to the guy at the bike. I go, "How'd I get involved in this?" And he starts laughing, and he's like, "What's going on?"
Oh my
And she's like,
God.
literally, then she starts looking at me, like giving me faces, like, "Oh, like, how do you like that? How does that feel?" I was like, "Oh my God." So then,
I would have started filming.
well, I should have. I seriously should, but I didn't want to escalate the situation further. So then I say the subway, like, or the path stops, and I say, "Excuse me," to the guy with the bike, and I get off. All of a sudden, someone kind of like turns me around. It's the woman, and she's in my face screaming at me, saying, "You dumb fucking cunt. Like, are you serious right now? You cunt." Screaming at me.
What did you do?
Grant, I was like, "Oh my God." Like, I was so scared. And she's like following me, calling me a cunt, a skank, a bitch, every name in the book. And she's like, "You keep looking at people like that, you're going to get fucking hit. You're going to get hit." I was like, "Please don't." I was like, "Can you please stop screaming at me?" So then I just kind of stopped. And every time I like stopped, she like would like turn back around, like push me back.
She touched you?
She wasn't touching me, but she was like stepping towards me so then I would step back. And I was like trying to go around her, and she wouldn't like let me. Like, she was getting all up in my face.
What?
And she just kept saying, like, "You dumb skank, you dumb skank." I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm wearing an aloe athletic skirt. I'm not dressed like a skank. And then, so then she's like, "Karma's gonna come for you, you fucking cunt." Like, just it wouldn't stop. And then I tried to like, so then I was
Where
just waiting.
are you?
At the path station at 14th Street.
Was she also going this way, I guess?
Well, she followed me out. So I don't know if that's where she was even going. Can I just tell you? Probably about 40 to 50 people passed us. Not one person did anything. I was like, seriously? Like, you can't help me out a little bit right now and just try to like ask it? I was like starting to get really upset. I was starting to cry.
Yeah.
And then, so then I was like behind the turnstile because she went out. And then I thought she was gone, so I went out. She's on the stairs. She's on the fucking stairs, still screaming at me, calling me a bitch, calling me a cunt, saying that I'm going to get hit. So then I'm literally just like, "Oh my God, like, stop yelling at me." Like,
Were there police?
No.
Yeah.
Like, where are they when you
Of
need
course.
them?
What
you
else
know?
are they doing? Literally, what else are they doing right now?
So
Probably arresting some 7-year-old selling chocolate bars.
yeah, no, literally. So then
Like-
she's just still cursing me out, still saying I'm gonna get hit, all this stuff, and then she leaves. And can I just say the worst part? This whole time, my book on tape is playing. Bridgerton Book 4, Romancing Mr. Bridgerton, is playing in my ears throughout this whole thing. Literally, Colin and Penelope are getting it on. There's smut playing in my ear as all this is happening.
How'd you get rid of her?
What? I just stayed behind, and then she eventually stormed off. All these people are staring at me like it was my problem. I'm not the one yelling. Why don't we look at this woman? Everyone's looking at me. So then I was embarrassed.
Yeah.
So then I go to the L where my transfer was, and I go down, and like I'm going down. Who's at the turnstile trying to get into the L? The woman. So I immediately turn around and go back up the stairs because I'm like, Jesus Christ. And she was like trying to get in. Like, I don't know what her fucking issue was.
Like she couldn't get in?
Yes, like she couldn't figure it out.
Dumb bitch.
No, literally. And then, so I just waited outside for like 10 minutes and then went down. But seriously, it was so scary. I thought this woman was going to murder me.
What's wrong with her?
I've seriously never been so,
Is
I
she
took like
ill?
a 3-second
clearly.
video when she started to turn around again, and then I like got scared.
I want to see.
You can see her. She's saying,
Oh, God. Oh,
that's her. So she's saying, "I don't want a bike touching me." She's still going off about the bike. So the video is her ahead of me in the
She
path.
looks kind of
and
like
she keeps turning around to say, I don't want a fucking bike touching me. I'm like, bitch, it's not my bike. I don't care if the bike touches you.
she's wearing Adidas sneakers.
She's wearing Sambas.
Yeah, she's wearing Sambas, like not capris, but like high water
She's wearing some clam diggers.
jeans and like this like forest green jacket.
Yeah, I
And
don't know
she's
why
a
I said it
white
was a
woman.
gorgeous jacket for. She's wearing one of those green like army jackets every girl wore in 2016, 2017.
She had to be ill.
No, like I seriously,
Also, the way she's like going through the turnstile, like she's like,
no, like this woman had serious issues. And whenever I see those like Karen videos on like Twitter or like wherever, I'm just like, holy shit, like who are these people? I encountered one of these like if I filmed that, I think it would have seriously went viral.
yeah, you should have.
I know, great. Missed content opportunity.
Yeah. Wow.
It was so scary. And then at first I was like, oh my God, I was like, haha. And then I got on the L and I just started crying. So then I was just
Yeah.
crying by myself on the L. People are looking at me there.
Well, that's so scary. Like
It was so
that bitch
scary.
had to be ill.
I know, and like you don't know. And then
And what
I
if she had a
imagined
weapon?
no, and I thought she was
Or
seriously gonna
pepper
hit.
spray
I thought she
or-
was seriously gonna hit me,
Yeah.
little old me. And then I'm on like the platform to the L, and then I was like, oh my God, why do I feel like she's gonna come behind me, and, like push me in front of a train? And now I'm like scared to go on the L or the path ever again
Wow.
and encounter this crazy lady.
Oh my
Do you think she was
God.
like on drugs?
I don't know. Like you have to. There's something clearly wrong with you if you're like that, having that visceral of a fucking reaction and like following some girl who made a face. Like that girl has to be seriously ill.
I know. Maybe she was just
On
jealous
drugs,
of my blowout.
ill. Yeah.
She's probably just jealous of my blowout.
A lot of people are.
A
A lot of
lot
people
of-
would kill.
A
for
lot of
that
people would kill for a
blowout.
blowout like this.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was
Wow.
my morning. I was shaking. I was really shaken up.
Yeah, it's weird because we were talking yesterday about crazy New York City experiences, and knock on wood, like I've had some, but I haven't had like crazy ones like you, where you said someone pulled their
Oh.
pants down, bent over, and looked through their legs while they pissed.
So
And made eye contact with
the other
you?
week on the subway. Well, I did spare a crucial detail yesterday
Uh-oh.
because I didn't want to get too graphic.
He was shitting.
This guy
He's
on the
spreading.
A, he where I was on the platform, and he stopped in front of me, pulled down his pants, dropped trow, if you will, bent down Jersey Turnpike, took his hands and spread his cheeks
Ew.
like 4 feet in front of me, and then started angling it so he peed back at me. And then I kind of froze for a second because it all happened pretty rapidly. We made eye contact through his legs as he was spreading his cheeks
You had to be
and
kind of
pissing
flexible,
at
huh?
me.
Were his legs straight?
Yes, he was Jersey Turnpiking
Oh, wow, he
like
was flexible.
Snooki at Karma
Oh
while he
my-
was pissing back at me.
Oh my god,
And
like
once-
tucked a bit.
Grant, once again, 50, 60 people on the platform, not one
I know,
person
no one
batted
bats an eye.
Like,
so annoying. I'm actually over
This
it.
is a message to New Yorkers out there. Like, let's look out for each other. If you see a young girl with a gorgeous blowout and an aloe skirt getting verbally screamed at on the path, like, hey, stop and ask if she's okay. If you see a man spreading his cheeks and pissing back at a girl on the platform, hey, like, maybe, like, intervene.
We've been so conditioned, like, you're not supposed to look at those people because it sets them off even more. You're not
Well,
supposed to
I
get
learned that
involved.
the hard way
Like,
today.
so scary.
So am I the asshole for giving her a dirty look?
I don't know.
Well,
no.
Wait a minute.
Well, it doesn't justify what happened after.
No, of course not. But I know, literally, my mind saying, "Am I at fault here?" Like that's how my mind works.
No.
This is literally the same thing that happened in high school with the dirty look I gave the girl changing her nipple rings in the hallway.
Yeah.
I need to seriously like get my face in check.
Oh my god.
I know, and then I lost my place in romancing Mr. Bridgerton.
I
Don't know how I'm gonna get back.
I learned the face lesson the hard way, but pretty early on in 8th grade when I raised my hand and apparently I was smiling or making a face and I was just trying to go to the bathroom. And instead of answering or calling on me, she said, "Why are you smiling like that?" And I was like, oh, I didn't know. She's like, you do that a lot. Like, you're just smiling and people could take it the wrong way. And I was like, oh, I just need to
Wait,
go to the bathroom.
But how would people take a smile?
Miss K. Miss stupid ass K. Miss cunt.
You know what? Some
mind
things like
you.
teachers say to you just
I'm like, shut
sticks
up.
with you.
Yeah, and then I was so conscious about it the rest to this day.
You
The
know
rest of my
what?
life. I'm like, oh, am I making a face right now?
Wait, also, what's wrong with smiling?
Right.
Sorry, you're a fucking grouch, you bitch.
Yeah.
You know what? One of my honors history teacher said to me on my birthday.
What?
She said, like, she literally looked at me, looked at my cleavage, and was like, you may want to pick up your shirt. On my birthday. Sorry, I was trying to be titties out for my birthday, trying to celebrate. And she
Right?
really, like, killed my vibe the rest of the day. And I never wore that shirt again.
What a bitch. What grade was this?
Freshman year of high school. God forbid I'm
Okay.
celebrating 15, trying to, like, look a little good.
Right.
Celebrating my new breasts.
from the surgery.
Celebrating my maturity. And fucking Dr. G had to...
Oh, I've heard stories about
And-
this bitch.
And I really liked her. Like, she, like,
Yeah.
a lot of people, like, had things to say about her. I really liked her, but then I felt slut-shamed.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even being a
That's so
slut.
rude. Like, I'm sorry. Also, why are you looking at a 15-year-old girl's cleavage? Hi.
Mind your business.
Let's turn
Mind
it
your
back
business.
on you. Let's ask the question to you.
Mind
How
your
about you
business.
stop looking at my titties, you
But I
pervert?
will say, you know what? I was wearing something crazy.
Were you wearing an infinity scarf?
No, I was wearing this, like, V-neck top. And I didn't really have a push-up bra at the time, but I had this sports bra that literally, like, made my boobs insane.
And you wore it.
But
You were trying
sorry.
you were trying to get some.
Sorry,
on
I was
your
trying to get some.
birthday.
It was hard enough for me,
right.
knowing how I looked at that age. I was wearing really dark eyeliner and no eyebrows. God forbid.
Oh my god.
God forbid I was using what I had.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes people just say things to you and it really sticks with you.
Yeah, it's really disgusting.
And I don't know, you guys. I'm really shaken up still.
Yeah.
I'm scared like someone... This is how, like, our world works now, too. I'm scared that someone on, like, the Path, like, platform or whatever, like, filmed this. And now I'm going to see it on TikTok.
Well, at least
And
you,
it's
you
me
kind of
look-
have some sort
I
of
mean, it's like
platform to talk about
Me
it.
looking like a fucking pussy. 'Cause
Yeah, you were just so scared. You were
I was
probably
so timid. I was like, can you please stop yelling at me? Like, please.
Yeah. I would have fought her. Like, I think I
I
would
know
have
you would.
pushed
I-
her, or I
Grant-
would have, like, told her to get the fuck out of my face.
I think, well, I was just,
I would have
I
matched
didn't
her
want to
nasty.
escalate it any
her
further
freak.
because I really didn't want to get hit.
No, yeah. And oh my God, if it's a woman acting like that to me, like that, again, back to my conversation, I'm not afraid to hit a woman if you're doing that to me. Wait,
No,
what?
I mean,
If she threw the first hit, girl, get the fuck off me. I will push you to the ground.
I
you
would have,
stupid bitch.
yeah, if she like put a hand on me, I might have like kneed her in the clam.
Like, I'm sorry. That would piss me off. Anyways, this is our last episode.
I know, sorry to start with such a dramatic story.
You guys, it's been a real pleasure.
Oh, it's been a treat.
And we're not going anywhere. Obviously, we have our socials. We just came out with our song. Also, we're doing like Ask Me, or what is it called?
Am
I the asshole? And I was looking through them before we started. One of them was like, am I the asshole for making a podcast, building a loyal following, and then dropping it completely to go do music? Oh
Like,
my God. It was literally reading us
Oh,
for
shit.
filled. I'm sorry, but like, we appreciate this loyal following we have
we
built.
love
It's
you
really
guys.
it's really been incredible, and we like when we meet you guys, we could tell when you're a listener. You guys tell us you're listeners, and it's just really amazing. But we have so much just like planned and things going on that we just simply at this moment in our lifetime, and we really tried, because we, again, after season 1, we were like, okay, we can't do it, and then I quit my job. I was like, yes, we can, and I begged Ashley. And then as it
Grant came into my bed one day and was like, what would it take? I was like, we didn't have the time. I'm worried.
Yeah, and sure enough, we didn't have the time again. Hence why like there's been so many delays, like this episode being delayed. And then we did a whole music video and a whole song, which I hope you guys liked, right? Our music video was, it gives. It does. I have to say it gives. And that doesn't take just us doing nothing. And again, we produced this podcast completely by ourselves. I put up all these lights, the camera, it's recording, these damn.
I also, guys, I'm still working.
Ashley still has her job.
It's just, it was taking a toll on our mental health.
We had a personal issue too that threw a lot of things off. That was just horrible. And
there was a lot happening in our personal lives. This
multiple
season.
things happening
Like, honestly,
in our personal lives that have made things really hard. And editing the podcast is like a huge time commitment on top of like these other projects we've been working on and other obligations. And I'm sure a lot of you guys might not understand it and probably think we're like leaving y'all in the dust, but like we are going to be doing so many other things. And we'll talk about it more in Redacted, but we'll talk about the Patreonas. Like, we love this community that we built, our little group chat. Like, it's been really fun, but you just know when it's time to go. Sometimes giving up is the strong thing. Sometimes giving up is the great thing. Just listen to that song and maybe it'll give you some insight.
Friends break up.
Friends get married. Strangers get born. Strangers get buried. Trends change. Rumors fly through new skies. But I'm right. Also, we don't make money off this podcast. Aside from Patreon, which we're so grateful for your support, we don't have ads. We don't make money. Someone commented on like our music video and was like, so this is where all that podcast money is going. Girl, this is also part of the conversation. Like, we don't make money and we put in like hundreds of hours at this point into this podcast. And again, it's for you guys, but
and
like
maybe when our other platforms can support us in a way we have more time on our hands.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe.
Absolutely would revisit.
We'll revisit.
Absolutely. If we could show up to a fucking studio and it's not our damn apartment and having to set it up
also,
and break it down.
We hate this damn apartment.
We're manifesting a luxury building.
There's
we don't know
fucking
how.
white powder all over our floors for the cockroaches. There's like, it gets so hot in here.
This stupid couch. It hurts.
Stupid Wayfair couch where we're getting like hemorrhoids from sitting on this concrete couch. The DJ upstairs is blasting his tunes all hours of the day. Our packages get stolen. We have this damn wall of crooked pictures behind us because we don't know how to interior decorate.
That all vibrate and move when the DJ's playing. We scream. We get noise.
This house is not a home.
No. So.
The House That You Built Me by Miranda Lambert. You know that song?
No.
Oh, never mind.
So yeah. Also, I hope it's not in the shot, but like unnamed prebiotic soda pissing me off.
Well, let's just say that they're getting in some legal trouble soon.
Karma's a bitch.
Wait, I was thinking like we should make some sort of video about the legal troubles that they're facing.
Like, in what way?
I don't know.
Like, they are love the product, not the brand.
Oh shit.
And I just can't.
I literally drank that last night, that flavor.
Unfortunately, like, I'm still like consuming their product.
It's so fucking good.
But shout out to other brands like Olipop. Olipop's been slept on.
I need to try Culture Pop. I haven't tried it. Oh.
I haven't. No shade. I have not tried it either, but I haven't heard great things.
Shut up. Is it too apple cider vinegary?
It might be, but like Olipop has some slam dunk flavors. They have some misses, of course.
They do. I really don't care for cherry vanilla.
And that gagged me a bit because I was like, oh my god, that's gonna be so good.
I thought it was gonna be so good, but it simply tasted like Robitussin.
Cough syrup, yeah. But like vintage cola, loved.
Vintage cola, like. Was better than unnamed prebiotics cola.
Yeah, They have a cream soda.
The cream soda.
That I
honestly, the orange cream one
I
Or the
haven't tried
orange one?
Olipop's orange. Are you
Oh no, that's
orange cream?
I think it's just orange. It's just fresh
Orange.
orange.
I know some
It's
other
so
like
stunning.
unnamed prebiotic sodas been
They do orange
tampering with
cream.
orange cream.
But no,
or
I was
other-
actually referring to Olipop's orange. It's
no
simply
Olipop's
stunning.
orange is stunning. In comparison to unnamed prebiotic sodas,
Yeah.
orange. Bad,
I can't
flop.
stop thinking that someone's gonna pound on our door and it's the lady from the subway. Like I keep getting.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the lady from
No.
the unnamed prebiotic soda.
I keep getting intrusive
Both would be
thoughts that
scary.
she's like outside our apartment right now.
Were you looking around when you walked in?
Yes, I kept looking behind me because I would texted my parents about it, saying I was verbally assaulted on the subway, and they said, "Did she like follow you?" And I said, "No, I don't think so." And then I kept looking over my
God,
shoulder.
I almost like don't trust you.
Well, I
Like,
know.
I don't know if you would.
I know, because I was fully engrossed in my Bridgerton book.
Oh my god. A twink.
And a redhead.
Wow. All right.
Let's do some Am I the Assholes, I guess.
Okay, so literally this was a few weeks ago now, but we asked you bitches to submit Am I the Assholes on Instagram. We also asked our Gorgianas, who I was taking a glance earlier, sent some gorgeous Am I the Assholes on our Patreonas that we're going to go over in redacted. But I guess first of all, do we have personal ones?
I mean, I shared one, so now do you have one?
I guess so. We'll start with ones about us and our relationship.
Yeah.
I don't remember this as vividly, but when we were like 16, 17 at our lunch table, am I the asshole for, in a celebratory kind of manner, announcing that Ashley lost her virginity, but also in the same vein disclosing that it was with a boy that someone else at our lunch table really liked?
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know this. Am I the asshole?
Okay, so I think you are the asshole because
I just thought of
You
another thing too.
okay, you did not ask for my permission to
Mm.
disclose my deflowering, and I was trying to keep it kind of hush hush. Like I was
Yeah.
kind, and then like it started to like leak.
Yeah.
Like it was leaking, and I found out the leak was Grant at the 6 period lunch table.
I almost like was so excited about it.
No,
Like acting like it was my news.
No, you were like
it wasn't.
championing this kind of event.
Like I remember like whenever you told me or whatever, like it was just always so exciting, like to hear when a friend lost their virginity.
Oh, it was, and
Like-
honestly, like I kind of missed that thrill.
I know, like
There's nothing.
like,
I
it's a
guess like maybe
secret,
when a
but-
friend gets engaged, it'll be exciting. But there was just something so exciting about like not many people knew, but you knew.
yeah. And then I leaked it.
Yeah,
okay,
but I
so
think that girl was like really upset.
I had no idea to this day.
Okay,
like, I
but
really
maybe
didn't
I'm
know.
kind of the asshole because
'Cause-
we were like loose friends. Like it was the kind of friends where like you're in class together. You don't really hang out outside of school, but you have some classes together. And I did have an idea that she liked this guy,
and you
I
still
did
pursued.
lose
Whatever.
my virginity.
It's high school. The pool's kind of small. So hey, what are you gonna
Hey,
do?
gotta
right?
do what you gotta do.
Right. Sorry. Okay. You go.
Well, I have another one.
Okay, you go.
I think. Okay, so am I the asshole for as you guys all know, I started a romance at the end of senior year. And in like 2 weeks, I kind of like started to only hang out with him.
Antonio.
To the point where at graduation, when we chose our seats, I sat in the middle of Grant and Antonio, and Grant did not like this guy. And then
Hated.
post graduation at Project Grad at a local, was it Dave and
It
Buster's?
was a Dave and Buster's, I
It wasn't even
believe.
local. It was like an hour away.
Yeah.
At a Dave and Buster's an hour away. I hung out with Antonio the whole night and didn't say anything, didn't really hang with my friends. And then I was leaving for college in a week, and Grant said he didn't know if he would make it to say goodbye to me.
Okay, you just threw in an element that could be, am I the asshole?
No, obviously I'm the asshole.
Wait, but so iconic when we were at Project Grad in like the Dave and Buster's and we were in the bar area or whatever, and
And you
we were in
confronted me.
me, Jenny, and another friend were in a booth. And then, like, across the ways, you were in another booth with this brand new friend group. This, like, brand new.
With this new
with
friend group
Antonio.
I had the day of graduation.
Like,
As we're
like
leaving
it she just became, like, oh, she's in a new friend group, like, the last 2 weeks of
Yeah.
school. Like,
And they all
Oh.
ended up being pretty not great.
one of them flushed a hamster down a toilet and filmed it. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
anywho,
even get
I don't
into
know.
that.
It's complicated, of course.
Wait,
But
did he? Who,
also,
who did the hamster?
you're gonna have to address unredacted whether you want to tell or not tell the Antonio story, and
Yeah,
you'll
we'll
have
talk
to.
about
We'll
it.
talk about it.
Wait, who flushed a hamster down the toilet?
Our friend's ex.
He flushed.
Yes, this
That's
was like the talk of the town. Like it was.
I do
It was
not-
his freshman year of college or something, and it was on his like Snapchat story.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't while I knew him.
No, it was after.
Oh, because I
But
really
it's just,
don't. Because one
No,
time,
in the moment,
this
he was
guy
very
was like, but
nice.
he did weird things.
He wa-
Remember one
yeah.
time at your house at the Girl Called Dragon movie premiere, the
Yeah.
student film Grant and I made. We had a premiere for it.
Yeah.
He like after the premiere was over, we were all just hanging out. He played this video of like this squirrel getting trapped in this like container.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Ha, this is so funny," and I started crying.
Yeah. No
I was
one.
like, "Turn it off!" Like I was so upset. Like kind
no.
of like
Yeah.
honestly, like that's like the sign of like
Obviously, like hearing like a hamster being flushed down a toilet is like really just like
no, that's really
scary,
troubling.
shocking. But like I'm not shocked that he did that.
No, I'm not.
Unfortunately,
and that's
and it's
that's
alarming.
shocking in itself.
Yes, and I hope that I hope it hasn't escalated further. Like I hope he found help and God.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck he's up to.
Me
Hey.
neither.
Blessings.
Hopefully, yeah.
Do you have any others?
Am I the asshole for during the filming of the Dollhouse?
Okay.
During the filming of the Dollhouse, which is another high school film app, it's on our Patreon currently. In the scene, or I don't know, I think I took a video of you flashing me, but it was just haha between us. But I, in my mind, didn't think.
We went through a phase in high school where we'd always flash each other.
Yeah.
Or I guess I was just flashing
Well, I was just
you.
gonna-
but like, it was
Remember
such a-
though, I had you, Liz. I don't know if Jenny was there, but then our other friend.
you showed us your penis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Behind my waterfall. I had a fucking. This sounds so privileged, but I was lucky enough to have a waterfall.
Yeah.
A pool with a waterfall. It
gorgeous.
was really gorgeous.
Were there
Like,
snakes? Yeah.
there was.
But it was a
garden
gorgeous
snakes.
waterfall.
But it was like a little. It provided a little privacy, so we walked behind, and this is when I was already gay too. Like
Yeah.
I had told them.
I think we just wanted to.
We just wanted to see, like, okay, what do a pair of titties
Yeah.
look like, and what does a cock look like? A
We were
flaccid
just
cock.
yeah, I was just like, I have to know
And so I
if
just
you're hung. Wait, what?
and I whipped out my flaccid cock then and
Yeah.
there. Anyways, so Ashley flashed me. It was the car scene, if you guys watched on Patreon, where she's arriving to the house and then unpacking her stuff. She was in the driver's seat, and I took a video of her flashing her titties. It was just bra. It was just bra.
Just nude bra.
It was a nude bra through the window, and for some reason I was like, "Oh my god, this is so funny!" And I sent it to our like big friend group chat that involved like half straight boys.
That was okay. This group chat was about probably like 24 people, I would say.
Yeah, and I didn't even think twice, and I just sent it thinking, "Oh my god, ha." But then Ashley had to like tell me like there are straight men in there and they look at things differently.
Yeah, and they might see that photo, and they also might, then save that photo and show other people.
Oh god.
Yeah, you leaked. I knew.
So
But,
I
like-
am, but I learned a valuable lesson. Like,
Yeah,
like, cause I literally wasn't even.
but also
thinking-
like
I don't have that.
I don't know
moral
if you're the
lens.
asshole, because maybe that ended up getting me some suitors.
Maybe.
Yeah. Wait, are there any that we've done where like we might be the asshole?
Oh.
What?
The answer is yes. But
I mean, I'm sure.
are we the asshole?
What?
For when we were like 16, 17, we went to Panera and there was a boy. I think we've told this story. We've told maybe season 1 or something, but we were at Panera and we're like, I was debating if I should meet up with this boy who was like in our same age, but like from another town.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Ariana.
Mm-hmm.
No, that Ariano.
Well, that's not even a name. How about Antonio? Oh. How about Adrian?
Okay, Adrian. So his name was Adrian, and I don't think I like could really tell if he was cute or not, but it was one of those things like, oh my god, it's a boy around my age, he's gay, and like, oh my god, it was just exciting. And so we met up with Adrian and his friends at a local 7-Eleven or something. And the vibes were off. And a few months earlier, my mum had died.
Yeah. But Adrian brought his friend too. And remember, he kept like talking.
Oh,
like,
shit,
he's
about
like,
her?
Like, oh, I know she's really annoying. And like, oh, don't
like,
mind my friend. And we
apologizing.
were like,
Oh,
this girl's just like this
we
sweet
liked
girl.
her. We liked her more
But
than
then
him.
it was like a weird dynamic because he was like embarrassed of her, but we liked her. And it was just like, there was a lot of underlying tension.
Yeah, so it's giving like almost like, okay, red flag because Adrian, like, why are you doing that? Like, this is just weird, negative energy. And instead of just saying, hey, I'm not really feeling it, I'm not interested, I acted like I received a text saying that my mum died when this had happened months earlier.
But also, like, the acting was probably so bad.
I know. Well, so then they were like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And then we left. And then, did we go to Panera after?
I think, because I can't remember.
Because then we received the text.
Great, it might have been the next day we were at Panera again. Like,
yeah, we were going to Panera every day. We literally, that's when I received the text that was like, if you weren't like into it, like you should have just said it. And then I think I gaslit him further. I was like, are you serious? Like, my grandma just died.
Yeah, but honestly,
we're
like,
the asshole.
Yeah, but you only have like one, like,
and we definitely were laughing about it, which is so crazy.
No, like, that's like the minds of like 16-year-olds though. Like, we thought that this was like the bright idea.
Yeah, like we thought we were geniuses and like, oh god, like this is, oh my god, it was so bad.
So bad.
Okay, I guess let's see what some of you bitches had to say. Wait, do I say who okay, this is from a Hannah. When I was looking for roommates to live with this year, I was talking to this one girl. She was really annoying and would send paragraphs about herself telling her life story. I would only send like 5-word responses. After 2 days of texting, she asked if I wanted to live with her, and instead of responding normally, I texted this other girl I was talking to and asked if she wanted to live together. She said yes, and I texted the original girl saying I already had a roommate, all within like 5 minutes. It ended up working out because we're like besties, but I still feel bad. Okay.
I mean, if it all worked out,
I guess if it all worked out, it's
don't
fine.
feel bad.
But also, she was telling you her life story because she's gonna fucking live with you.
Like, you have to know.
Like, no offense.
And if you're close, then.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Oh.
All right. Whatever.
I have one.
I think it's
this
fine.
is just a brief one. When I was at my friend's house, her mom called my teeth yellow, so I flushed her Swarovski rings.
Wait. The mom
called her teeth yellow, so this person flushed the mom's rings.
Wow.
I don't think you're the asshole.
It depends how old you are, because if you're like a big ass 24-year-old,
I think if you're under 18, like, it's fine. But can I just say, I know what it's like for a friend's mom to say something fucking rude to you, because I have a friend's mom that when I was in 6th grade, she said that I was the ugly one of the friend group. Like, I was 12. And like
No,
every time I saw this woman after, I like literally wanted to fight.
it would have been iconic if you flushed her Swarovski rings.
I
a
should
little
have.
bit.
I should have.
Especially if
Bitch.
if they're in like you're in a big house, like it.
But like, I
I
don't
don't-
know.
I don't know.
Rings. I would choose. Okay, in the future, I think you should choose something a little bit less expensive, but something that would just like piss them off to lose.
I'm not going to give this person's identity, but they said, I totally stole company time while working at Crumble by pretending to deliver cookies.
That's fine.
Fine.
That's so
They can
fine.
handle it.
Stealing
thing
from a
with
corporation, you're not really ever the asshole, I don't think.
Yeah.
Have you ever stolen company time?
Yeah.
Wait.
Well, like, but I would like cover it up pretty well. Or like I would send an email or something
Oh, man,
during
when I was
it.
a
Or my commute. I clocked in for my commute. Sorry.
As you should. When I was a hostess at a restaurant, they definitely thought I had like IBS because I would go to the bathroom, sit on the toilet, and just like scroll my phone for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
They probably thought I was like seriously had some lactose intolerance.
Okay, what is this? This is a long one someone sent. I was visiting my grandfather in the hospital where he was in critical condition and on life support. Due to a mix-up with patient records, I was mistakenly taken to another room where a man of similar age and condition was on life support. Believing it was my grandfather, and after hearing from the doctors that there was no hope for recovery. No, this is not real.
That's not
I
real.
signed the paperwork to take him off life
They
support.
wouldn't do that.
Later, I discovered the terrible mistake. The man wasn't my grandfather, but someone else's. His family arrived just after the life support was removed and were devastated. They blamed me for making such a crucial decision without confirming the identity. I was overwhelmed with guilt and apologized profusely, but they were inconsolable and furious, calling me reckless and irresponsible. As the situation escalated, the family started calling me out my name, hurling insults and disrespectful comments. In a moment of anger and frustration, I snapped back and made a derogatory remark about the deceased man. My reaction only intensified their outrage, and they demanded I leave immediately. Was I an asshole?
I mean,
What the hell? I
don't believe that.
I don't believe you.
But also, like, a little.
Like, yeah, you.
Like,
yeah,
I think
you are,
instead of,
period.
like,
And it's fake.
yeah, it's fake, but, like, you probably should have really gotten down on your hands and knees and apologized for pulling this stranger's plug.
Right, or like realizing that that's not your grandpa. Are you serious? What do you
Yeah, like,
mean?
that-
Also on the paperwork, this is fake. First of all, so now let's talk about: are you the asshole for
submitting a
something
fake? Am I the asshole? Yes.
Yeah, that was
Yes.
weird. That was weird. I can't lie. I'm so sorry. Like you wrote all that out. No shade. Actually, all shade.
Something's really freaking me out about that.
Am I the asshole for cutting off all my friends? Basically, I was at a party with my friend group of 3 years, and one of the friends in the group was my ex. So while everyone was getting drunk, I stayed sober because I didn't feel like drinking. Then, in the corner of my eye, I see one of my best friends and my ex making out. So I cut everyone in the group off. I'm now alone, but feel good. You're not
the asshole. Your friends are. Fuck them.
Yeah,
fuck them.
They're not your friends. You'll
Like-
find new ones, babe.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, that's
Oh my, and honestly, you're a better woman than I,
right.
because I would have like literally like thrown hands or keyed their car.
Yeah.
or slashed their tires.
There would have been revenge taken.
There would have been some
But
ding
you
dong
don't need
ditching.
to. You literally don't. Those people are just not even worth it. Like it's almost like they want you to get mad.
No, like they're obviously like looking for a reaction from you, and the best thing you can do is act like they don't even exist.
Yeah. Am I the asshole? I ate my dog's dog food. No.
No. I mean, if your dog went hungry, yes.
But you could share.
But if you just had a bite, no.
I used to like get my sister, and also I remember my babysitter at the time. I used to like get some of my dog's dry dog food and tell them it was Reese's Puffs. And they would eat it.
You're the asshole.
Yeah, but that was so iconic. Like I gagged them a bit because they kind of looked like Reese's Puffs.
Oh my god.
Yeah. What is this? Another long one. I don't know where this is gonna lead. Am I the asshole? A couple of years ago, me and a really good friend of mine decided to be roommates. We were really close, and he was suffering from a lot of stomach issues, and he could only eat boiled chicken.
Ew.
He still suffers to this
Sorry.
day. A year into us living together, he is having a lot more issues, and he's seeing this girl who happens to be my good friend at the time. And he somehow finds out that he had ass worms. He's the type to not really go to the doctors, so he was just trying to heal himself, and he forced me and his girlfriend to take over the counter worm medication for months.
What?
Eventually, I decided I don't want to anymore. He never went to go get tested to see if he had properly gotten rid of them, and rather than doing that, he had us take a medication. This really drove us apart as friends because he said that I didn't care about him enough to take the medication.
But why did she...
And I wasn't being a good friend for not doing so. But I got tested and I never had them. I think he's a hypochondriac. Am
Oh my
I
God,
the asshole for
it's
not wanting to
giving
continue to take
Munchausen's by proxy.
Yeah.
He's Munchausen by proxying you with ass.
Wait, because I think that is a thing. Like, if someone got like fucking tapeworms or something, like I think people like you're sharing a space with, like you also should. Because it.
If I got,
Wait, I don't know. I might be making
if
that
I
up.
got tapeworms, like I'd kill myself.
That's like terrifying.
I would be so freaked
I
out.
thought
It's like
when
the time I thought I had bed bugs and was like, okay, I have to kill myself.
Yeah.
Like I can't handle that.
When I had Shigella, I thought it could have possibly been a tapeworm or something. Thank God.
And then I would have gotten it.
I think you would have had to like take. Wait, but that's
but also
so
like
weird.
imagine eating boiled chicken from like you'd rather eat boiled chicken for a year than go to a doctor and like get proper.
He's giving like
medication.
issues.
But also, yeah, like
you're not the asshole.
if my boyfriend had ass worms for a year and was still being weird about going to the doctor, like yeah, that's gonna be a deal breaker.
Like, but the thought of like if this guy's lying but getting like some sort of thrill of your roommates taking like a dewormer medication, that's like not iconic in a good way.
Maybe
but
they were
that's
all
like
eating
great.
ass.
Like, hey, Shigella, right?
Wait, that's so crazy.
Am I the asshole they wanted to eat my ass, but I said no?
No.
No, what if you weren't ready and you
Yeah,
had
you
shit
don't-
there?
Yeah, like
Hello.
that's something you need to
you
like
need a heads
kind of like
up.
prep for.
You need a heads up if
And
someone's
if
about to
not,
eat your
like,
ass.
And if you don't give them the warning that like maybe you're not fully prepped and then they do it, then like that's you're the kind of the asshole.
Wait, if you didn't warn them and you let them do it?
And you had like not cleaned yourself.
You had fucking dingleberries.
Don't say dingleberries.
I have to
on
pee
our
really
last
fast.
episode of our podcast.
Why? It's not like we're getting monetized.
Okay, I have an Am I the Asshole from 4 years ago on Reddit.
Uh-oh.
Am I the asshole? My boyfriend places sheets on all the furniture when I'm on my period. So my 24...
Because she's free bleeding?
What? So she's 24 female and he's 28 male. So my boyfriend is really protective over his furniture. I assume because they're white. This really shows when I'm on my period. My boyfriend does humiliating things like placing sheets on all the chairs and lounges. I feel like if I were to leak, I'd just leak through the sheets anyway, and makes me sleep in the guest bedroom on the first 2 days of my period, my heaviest days. And then he even asked me about when the last time I changed my tampon was. I'm a grown woman who has had her period since the age of 12. I don't need someone to remind me to change my tampon. When he does this, I just feel embarrassed, and it gives me the vibe that he cares more about materialistic objects than me. I'm not even allowed to cuddle him during my period. He acts like I'm gushing like a waterfall or something. I started my period yesterday, and as I expected, the sheets came out. I decided to put my foot down, and I took off all the sheets from the furniture, which got my boyfriend irritated, to which I told him that he needs to stop treating me like a leaking juice box. He's saying that I have no right to prevent him from keeping his expensive furniture clean and that I'm the one acting like a jerk. I need to know, am I the asshole?
Girl, he has issues.
This is like...
That's like misogynistic.
It's so misogynistic. It's like a grown man who's obviously uncomfortable by periods and is being so weird about it.
like almost needs therapy. Like
Yes,
that's
like
bizarre.
that's not normal. Like when my dog was in heat before she could get spayed, we put sheets on the couch.
Yeah, but,
Like
and that's a
he's acting,
dog.
yeah, he's acting like she's a four-legged creature.
Or like literally like a gushing waterfall.
Also,
Which,
like,
wait,
hello, tampons, pads, diva cups. Like, it's
she's
not like she's free bleeding.
right.
I could understand it if she's a free bleeder and wants to sit on his white couch. But she's
Yeah.
wearing tampons and pads. And then if my boyfriend asked me when the last time I changed my tampon was, I would literally like punch him in the face.
That is crazy. She's definitely not the asshole he
Um,
is. That
Everyone's saying she needs to dump him.
I
Someone
wonder if
says,
there's an update.
why are you with a person like this? Is his dick magic or something? Yeah, like because imagine when you have a kid, like the baby, like a kid would cause a mess more so than your fucking period.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus.
Oh, okay. So someone sent I guess I won't give their identity. They said I catfished someone 3 times in a row and then got with them. And I asked for more details because this really piqued my interest.
Yeah.
And she sent voice memos,
Oh.
and I haven't even listened to them yet. So
Let's just listen to
I
them
guess
now.
we'll listen now.
Okay, hi. So basically, hi, I'm Lauren. So I met this guy, right? My friends introduced me to him, and they were like, Lauren, you should really get with him. And I was like, yeah, I should. But you know what's even better than getting with him? Catfishing him. So I catfished him. He believed it. And then I did it multiple times. Like in the month, I did it maybe 3 times. It was crazy. Anyway, so then he believed it every single time. But then he was also talking to me, the real me. And then he was like, Lauren, I don't care about any of those other girls. You're the only one for me. But all those other girls were me also. So then, in order to prove this, he wrote me a beautiful, beautiful rap song called ABC. And he dedicated it to me. And it was beautiful. We had a beautiful 2-week-long summer romance, and it ended on a bad note when he decided to dedicate the beautiful song he wrote for me to another girl. So, yeah, that's my tea.
What?
Also, because of all that, I'm pretty sure I gave him trust issues because now he can never date another girl, and he's, like, really sad, and he writes all these really sad, really bad rap songs, and I think I made him gay. Yep. Love you guys.
Wow.
Oh wow, the gay plot twist
That
of it all.
wasn't expecting that. I mean, I don't think you should catfish people.
I think this girl's young.
Okay.
It's giving young. Grow up. Oh.
Don't catfish people again. I can understand why he might have trust issues from that. Imagine you think you're absolutely like you've got
Gagging
a
for
fucking
someone.
imagine you have a roster. Like you think like
And it's-
all these girls want you and it's the same girl.
Well, that's what happened to him.
Like no, I'm no like that blows.
That's so crazy. Like,
Also, like,
that's,
he,
you
like,
are the
really
asshole
liked
in a
you.
way.
He wrote a gorgeous rap song about you.
Yeah.
I hate to say it. You're
You're
the
the
asshole, and
asshole.
it's you can learn from this and grow from
Yeah,
it.
you will learn from this, I'm sure. And like, you don't make people gay.
Yeah.
Girl.
Yeah,
Like, I'm
you might have
so
just
sorry.
you might have just like turned him off woman so much that it ignited what was already there.
Maybe.
Yeah. Like it kind of strengthened a flame that was already
Yeah.
burning, if you will.
I love a straight girl who's like, all my past boyfriends I made gay.
I know,
I'm like, shut up. Like,
girls-
literally, you're
wait,
so annoying.
literally,
like,
girls love to say that. I was like, I don't
is that
even know
it's
what
like
that
pick me. It's like pick me energy.
means.
Like, I don't even know what it means either. It's
Well,
like,
it's almost like it's like, oh, your pussy was so bad.
well, that's like what I guess what they're trying to like poke fun at.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it's just like,
If all your boyfriends ended up being gay, I think you need to go to therapy.
I have a friend like that.
What?
She's like aware though.
Like she's dated multiple men that ended up being gay. I think
Yeah, but
I
one
think
of them
she's
is like closet case.
unconsciously going after unavailable men.
I don't know. Or like,
How many?
or the nice men.
I feel like after like 2.
I think it was about 2 or 3.
What are the chances?
Yeah, but one of them, like, we both know actually, and is like giving closet case, like like boots.
Who?
I can't. Let's just say You didn't really know him that well, but let's just say one of my other good friends made out with him in a bathroom at a club, and that friend might have been in our vicinity recently.
Oh, that's who I was thinking you were.
Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I mean, we don't know for sure, but like, it's giving that.
he's hot too.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever hooked up with someone that then ended up being gay. I'm sure I have. Closeted. I could think of
Probably Antonio. Faggot. Ooh,
Oh,
wait, what?
Wait, what? Do we have any more?
Am I the asshole? I kept a friend around because while she was a bitch, she was rich and had a car. Also, other miscellaneous benefits. So basically, she's a bitch, but she's rich. It's interesting.
It's interesting. I mean, honestly, I don't think she's the asshole. If this girl was a bitch to her, then like,
Well, yeah, I think that is.
yeah.
Like,
So then like, okay, yeah, like reap the
oh,
benefits.
yeah.
But like,
I think the ultimate way to use that though is like to have other friends involved too that you actually like, also reaping the benefits with you.
yeah, like,
You know what I mean?
yeah. If I had a friend that had like a gorgeous like boat, like, yeah, like I'd let them get away with a bit more.
Yeah.
Cause like by the time summer comes around, I want to go on the boat.
I think like people, well, the interesting thing about having a pool growing up,
Yeah.
like people definitely did that with me, but then they found out like my pool's not heated. And
Oh
that was like
my
honestly a deal
God.
breaker for a lot of people. So then
And also like
Why
I hate to
wasn't
say
it?
it. I hate to say it, Grant. Your pool's also in the shade. Like a
Yeah,
lot of the
it was
times it,
only-
didn't get like direct sunlight.
yeah,
It was frigid.
yeah.
It was frigid.
Half the pool was always in the shade, and then the rest of the day would just get more. and
I
more.
loved a friend with a diving board.
I love
Oh,
the
I
diving
love a
board.
diving
And you
board.
know what? My parents, they didn't let you dive off the waterfall
No,
because it was
honestly
a safety
like
issue.
you could really break a neck.
Yeah.
Oh my, the things that can we get on a diving board this summer? Like,
Yeah.
where can we go on a diving board?
You know what? Montpelier, Vermont.
Yeah.
Shout out Montpelier, Vermont has a gorgeous public pool. I'm not kidding.
Does it have a high one?
Yes.
Like the ones you see in movies? Shut the
Like
fuck
so high, and then there's like layers. It's like a pyramid, and the top is like the highest one, and it's like so crazy. Like
Shut the fuck up.
I've never jumped off like that high.
But
of
like,
a
oh my! But
board.
then you have to think like you do have an audience, which I think
Yes,
would
you
make me a little
do.
bit uneasy.
You do, and the lifeguard is like, and honestly,
I
like
have such a lifeguard.
I like
king.
did a twirl off, and I would do like jumps. Like I did like a toe touch.
Oh,
Like, and I was like, I was like 21. This was recent.
wait, like we would literally do that this year.
Yeah, and we started like a competition amongst like the other like people in Vermont are for whatever reason like so nice. I've never seen that many granola people in my life.
Yeah.
They all are like really nice and like talk. So we did like there was like a competition.
Wait, with
And
like
Saskia, my baby
strangers?
cousin, was flirting with the lifeguard. She's fully
Girl
like
after my own heart.
she's like 6 at this point or 5, and like literally was gagging for like the lifeguard.
Because I love like they have like not that much authority, but just enough authority, but they're still looking like good. Like they're like their
Yeah.
uniform, like nice.
Yeah, well, I think this one was 16.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so I'm gonna
I think it was a high schooler.
yeah, so I'm gonna
but-
retract my previous statement.
An of age lifeguard is attractive.
Yeah. Well, I do remember when I was like 16.
Oh well, yeah.
And I'm at the beach, like I'm gonna do a couple drive-bys.
Yeah.
Of the lifeguard stand.
No, yeah, it's so interesting when you're young.
But wait, but like,
thinking,
you know what the thing is about lifeguards?
what?
Like, yes, like doing a drive-by of the lifeguard stands. Like, what else is there that could be better? But actually getting saved by a lifeguard would be a little like embarrassing.
Yeah, and then also now being like older than probably a lot of lifeguards, I'm like looking at them like you're really gonna save.
You're
my
not gonna
life?
save my life.
Yeah, no, you're not.
Yeah.
Like that's ridiculous. Like it really is like every man for themselves out
Like
here.
this 16-year-old on the JV lacrosse team is not gonna save me from a
Right.
riptide.
Right.
Have you ever like almost like been in a perilous situation in the ocean?
No, but like I've watched my like mom and my uncle like be like sucked out and like beat her.
No.
But then they got
there
out. But the
anything-
lifeguards had to go in. I think it helped
Shut
them out.
up.
Yeah.
Is there
like-
anything worse than when like you're
Getting caught
trying
in
to
a
get
riptide?
you're trying to get out of the ocean and the waves are just absolutely beating you.
Or
Like,
when-
and like you're so defeated and you kind of like land on shore. And
Yeah, like, or when you think you like made it out and you're like ankle deep in the water, and then another wave comes from behind you didn't see, whacks you to the floor. Like, is there anything
and like
worse?
the whole beach is watching you and
Yeah.
like maybe like your top came off a little
Yeah, is there anything worse than like having to
and there's
get
sand
and
up
there's
in your
sand
lips
in your
in your pussy lips? Is there anything worse?
in your asshole?
Oh my god, like there's literal shells in
Guys,
your
the
asshole.
Jersey Shore, like we don't get big waves. We'll get like just really aggressive small ones that are like one after the other. They'll
No,
like beat you.
in the Outer Banks, like Grant, the waves
Uh-oh.
are so crazy. Like they'll like beat you. Like you gotta seriously be careful.
Like it's so
But
crazy.
I'm an avid boogie boarder. Like I go crazy
Yeah,
for boogie boarding.
I went through a body surfing era.
I love that. Like I would kill to go boogie boarding right
Yeah.
now. But like how embarrassing is boogie boarding?
Yeah, you going boogie boarding right now is so
And,
embarrassing.
and I'm like
I've-
steering.
Yeah, no.
And like I'm like keeping my eye out for the best wave to boogie board on.
I was definitely boarding like too old too because then I started to
No,
break.
there's
I
no
broke the
age.
boards.
There's no age limit for
Well,
boogie boarding.
They're like styrofoam, and I broke them. I had like a shark one.
Oh my god!
I think because I actually like got battered by a
Oh.
wave. And
Grant, one time, this was last summer. I was in the Outer Banks. I was boogie boarding, and the worst part, I was in there by myself. I was boogie boarding by myself. And I had you have to strap the thing to you so you can like
retrieve
stay
it.
afloat and retrieve it if you need.
Yeah.
I got absolutely destroyed.
Oh no.
And so the worst part is when you're getting pummeled by a wave and you have the wrist strap on you, you're like tumbling underwater and it's hitting you back. So I like really cut up my torso on the boogie board. Like
Oh,
I think I like really
God.
scraped up my torso from my boogie board, but it was worth it in the end.
Do you know how people go on like my uncle is a kite surfer. He's really good at
Yeah.
it. It's like it's so funny though when he sets it up at the beach because it's like such a scene. Like he loves it. Like he wants everyone
Like
to
he
be like
wants
gagging.
everyone to be
like
watching him.
yes, like he has to set up the whole kite and then it gets put up.
No,
and
I'll
then it goes and
literally-
flies in the ocean.
No,
But people go on kiteboarding trips. It's
That's-
like
I need to go on a boogie boarding trip. No, and like my family would all be like napping or like reading or like drinking on the beach, and I'll be like, "Did you see me? Did you see me catch that wave?" Like so embarrassing. Oh my god! And like up until I was probably like 18, I had that fear of crabs biting my toes. So I'd be wearing a water shoe. I'd be wearing like a Victoria's Secret bikini water shoes boogie boarding.
You know what though?
What?
You should probably be scared because boogie boarding, like when you're laying
You look like
on
a
it-
seal.
yeah,
The
or
sharks.
a turtle.
The
yeah.
sharks, I know, and the Outer Banks has like a lot of sharks. Weirdly,
Imagine
So,
like
getting attacked by a shark.
like you had a Soul Surfer movie, but it was like from boogie boarding.
Like, and like imagine the report. Okay, imagine I get attacked by a shark,
And it says
the report
boogie
comes out, and
boarder
like
Ashley Gill.
Ashley Gill, 25, was in the water alone boogie,
Boogie
boarding
boarding.
when a
great
shark
white shark.
ripped off knee down and got her water shoe. Like how embarrassing!
Oh god.
I'd honestly just probably
yeah.
let it have me.
Oh god.
Oh, like I do not want to get attacked by a shark, but I'd rather get attacked by a shark than a croc.
A croc?
Yeah, or a gator.
Oh. No, I wouldn't.
You know what they do to you?
Yes.
The death roll,
Yes.
and then
And they take you underground. Yes.
and you're there for a few weeks.
Yeah, we talked about it. They're sick fucks.
There's
Okay, we have to do announcements before they go to the group.
okay. Wait, I have one more thing to say.
What?
Did you know that George W. Bush was a cheerleader in college?
Shut up.
I just had to mention it for our final episode.
You're homophobic. Oh, wait.
What? Wait, what?
He's not gay.
Yeah, you're homophobic for thinking he was gay because he was a cheerleader.
Yeah, because I'm a gay cheerleader. Anyone who cheers is kind of gay. Sorry. Like, I don't know what it is, but there are certain sports that, like, if you do them, you're kind of a fucking faggot. And, ooh, I'm
Look-
sorry. But, like, gymnastics and cheer is one of them.
Lacrosse.
Respectfully. Lacrosse is, like, kinky. But, like, you are gay, unfortunately, or part of you is a little gay if you're, like, doing a split on the floor. I don't know what it is, if it's, like, a evolutionary thing,
Wait,
but
I disagree.
I don't. Trust me.
You're the asshole.
Am I the asshole
For
for
thinking-
thinking if you can do any sort of acrobatic sport or artistic sport
Yes.
that you're a little gay?
Yes.
No.
You're
I don't think
conforming
straight
to
people
the-
straight people are not capable of like executing and performing something so spectacular.
I think some are.
I don't. Name them.
George W. Bush.
We need to figure out what type of cheer he was doing.
He was doing like college.
But was he tumbling? Probably not.
They're
'Cause,
like
the-
figure skaters though, where like they're partners. They're literally couples, and that's a very
yeah,
artistic,
but they're probably
beautiful.
swingers. They're probably swingers looking for a third, and it could be a man. I don't know.
I think you're conforming to some of the values that honestly like Tucker Carlson has.
No, I'm not, because I'm saying it in a complimentary way. Like, straight people are not capable of doing a fucking double full.
But what if I said gay people aren't capable of playing football?
Then you're homophobic.
Exactly.
No, but honestly, they aren't.
But they are.
Well, why do you think there's only one out of hundreds
Well,
currently? Or,
because
like,
toxic masculinity prevents them from coming out.
well, same with gymnastics. There's some weird toxic masculinity within gymnastics. I think it's better, but when I was doing gymnastics, it was like, you're straight, but you're doing a fucking split and a press handstand.
There's nothing wrong. We're dismantling toxic masculinity. Straight men can do flips. Gay men can do flips. Anyone in any identity can do whatever they want and makes them happy. And it doesn't
But gay
mean
people are gonna do it better. Certain things better. I don't know why.
maybe that's
but
true.
picture a straight man doing a double back and a gay man doing a double back. A gay man's gonna do it better. I don't know why, but
I don't
they're
know
gonna get
enough
more
to
air.
comment.
They're gonna focus on the technique a bit more. Even like straight like cheerleaders I've encountered who are like really good at tumbling, their tumbling looks different.
There's just
It
something
looks a bit
different.
more mask.
Maybe that's what certain judges like.
There was a guy named Chunky. But then again, I think Chunky, well, I don't know. But everyone called him Chunky. And he, like, his tumbling was really straight. Like, heterosexual.
That's fine.
It's just so interesting. And he was good. He could do a lot of stuff.
Good
but,
for-
like,
yeah,
if he
good for
was gay,
Chunky.
it would have looked a lot better.
Just because what?
I don't know. The technique would have been different.
But
Like,
maybe
straight.
the judges are like, they like that too.
What?
Maybe the judges are looking for a more.
No, I'm just saying, not even like it. Like, I'm just saying aesthetically. Like, watching someone tumble, if you're gay, it's going to look prettier. Not, like, I'm just saying, like, there's something that will cause you to tumble different.
Interesting.
You could almost tell a straight person tumbling from a gay person tumbling. I would love to see if we can do a case study. Like watch a pass from a gay man and then a
Yeah.
straight man and be like, okay, that's a straight man.
Yeah.
That was a gay man.
Interesting. So I'm gonna sit that one out for sure.
I'm literally gonna conduct an experiment soon. Booyah! We're giving you a long episode for this finale because you're never gonna hear from us again in this
'Cause
platform.
we're going off the grid.
We're going off the grid.
We kind of are off the grid.
I don't know if I guess we'll just do this one. This is someone who has submitted a announcement before. I don't know how she wants to go by because I don't know if she wants to remain anonymous because the first time she wanted to be anonymous, so we'll just leave it at that. Play.
Hi, back again upon popular request. This is my announcement for the good of the group. In high school, there was a boy that I was really into. He was like 2 years older than me. He was on the football team, and I was a cheerleader. So I was living for the fantasy. I had him up on the low. It was very hush-hush because I had a sneaking suspicion he was into the dolls. So I was right. He's into the dolls and the gays, so he invites me to a park. I sneak out, I go, I smoke with him, and it ends up with me face down in wet grass at 11 p.m. on a fucking random Tuesday.
Been there.
Mind you, we lived in suburbia.
The mulch.
So the park that we chose was lined with houses of
been there
people that
too.
we all know. And he's jackhammering my shit. He's asking me, do you love this shit? He's being loud for no fucking reason.
Oh, God.
And I look back on it, it's very cringy. Anyways, dogs barking, someone flips on their backyard lights and threatens to call the cops, so we have to run away. It was a whole ordeal. So fast forward to that Friday, we're at the game, and I'm telling my friends about it. And at the time, I had a lot of mutuals with one of my step-cousins. So I'm telling the story, and she's there. And she goes, wait, who is it? And I was like, oh, number such and such, and pointed to him. And she goes, oh, that's my cousin. And I was like, oh, okay, small world, that's cool. She goes, no, that's my cousin. That's our cousin. That's your cousin.
Oh.
Just my luck. That's the story of how I accidentally slept with my step-cousin.
Oh.
And for context, before I get canceled again, he's not someone that I see at Christmas every year, so it's not like I knew him, but he would be at a family reunion should we have one. Good news is, haven't seen him since high school, so maybe that is just my luck.
Okay. I think the word that's important here is step.
I know, like, honestly,
Step cousin. There's no blood shared.
on paper, like, maybe it looks bad.
Maybe it's like, but also you didn't know. I don't like, and once you did find out, it doesn't sound like you hooked up with him again.
Right. Also, this is, I think she went by Marie for the one that she submitted about the dead lover, the gravestone lover.
Marie's life.
This girl is iconic.
So,
Marie's
like
iconic.
so fun.
Who hasn't been in a suburban park before, right?
Can I tell you something that I immediately thought of? One time.
Me and
one time I went to a link up.
a link up.
Yeah, near our local high school, and I was.
Is it at the park? I'm thinking.
No, like literally, like at the high school.
Oh, okay.
And we're in a field, and we're just like getting it on, and nothing too crazy. But then we're just like hanging out in this field, rolling around, and then the next day I'm on a walk nearby. Grant, this field is absolutely, there's just geese shit everywhere on this field. Like, Grant, it was like decimated.
There was no blanket.
No.
You were just
Grant, it was like covered. Like, this was the geese's personal bathroom. And I was rolling
in it
around. Titties
Girl.
out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yes. I know you've had some rendezvous in a park.
Well, I went on a tour in
You
our
probably
town.
hooked up.
No, but it was the same person.
Oh.
Oh. It was the same it was
Hey,
what
I'm
did
not
we call him?
shaming.
My mysterious high school lover?
Chris?
I don't know.
Chris.
Chris was closeted.
Obsessed with him.
Yeah.
I was.
We would like only meet up at parks, but it was giving like same situation where it's like we're in people's backyards. It was giving.
Yeah.
With like a blanket.
And like in a car.
Or in
like
a car.
in a
sleeping in the parking lot.
Sleeping in a parking lot. So crazy.
Like what? Okay. Well, that's that. Bye forever, right?
Bye, you guys. It's been fun. And we really appreciate your support and listening. And we'll see you soon.
And support in our other endeavors and dreams and goals. And yeah, we'll be on socials. And we recognize all you girlianas.
Yeah.
Like, literally, if you see us in the street,
if you
say
see
hi.
him in the streets,
if, you know,
it's quiet uptown.
we'll be back, okay? In some way.
Yeah.
Well, again, we're on social media.
We're not dead.
And maybe we'll be on your big screens one day. Your silver
Maybe.
and
We'll be on
big
the silver
screens.
screen one day.
Yeah.
All right.
Love
bye.
you all.
Love
See you on
you.
Redacted.
See ya.
Have a great life.
Bye. Good luck.
Good luck,
Good
you
luck
guys.
with all your endeavors.
We love you.
Bye.
Name a more iconic duo than a twing.